Alright, so the controls are cleaned. I don't see anything on the board. What I'm going to do is kind of a right-left comparison with the capacitors in circuit. Right? I'll probably just, I mean, it's not a lot. I'll probably just replace them, but I would like to just kind of see if there's anything kind of going on between, you know, the right and left channel. So that's kind of how they're all aligned, right? And then I bet I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of these. I think those are tantalum caps. I have to see what those values are, see if I have any on hand to replace those with. But what I think I'm going to do is first just kind of check all these, compare side to side. Check out what these transistors are, replace those, replace the caps, and kind of go from there. So anyway, that's what I'll be doing next. Alright, so I replaced everything on the tone control board. And, oh gosh, these are heavy. I did test everything after I pulled it out. I didn't notice anything like way crazy out of spec, but I did notice some high ESR on some of these orange caps, and then one of the tantalum caps, and then there was low gain on one of the transistors. But you know, it's like none of that was enough to really make me think, oh, this is what the problem was. And then I cleaned the switch pretty good. I replaced everything while I had it apart. Again, kind of that economy of labor thing I was talking about with the amp section, like when you have it apart, why not just do everything? So I just went ahead and did everything. And let's see if that made any difference. So it's down, FM. So tone control off. Turn it on FM. Click. Okay. So that's even on both channels. That's tone control off. Oh yeah, it's even output on both channels now. Yep. Yep. So switch, maybe one of the components with spec readings that were a little bit or readings that were a little bit out of spec. Yeah, either one of those things. But again, the owner wants me to recap this, or wanted me to recap it. So yeah. So I recapped the tone control board, and that seems to have remedied that. So now I need to go on to what is happening with auxiliary. See if I can troubleshoot that issue. So I'll pick up the video checking out what's going on with auxiliary in the next segment. So as always, stay tuned. If you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next part. Hold off. So on a whim, I went ahead and plugged into auxiliary, and I am getting sound out of both channels now. So not sure if it's just coincidence that happened, but yeah, getting equal output from each channel. So that's good. I'll have to look at the schematic and the block diagram, or the service manual block diagram, and see if that would make sense, if there was anything that I did to the tone control board that would, or something on the tone control board that would cause a channel being out. You know, right now I'm kind of leaning towards maybe the tone control switch, but you know, I was not, that had no effect on the right channel on auxiliary when I was testing it. So anyway, I'm going to talk to the shop owner, see if he wants me to keep going on this or if he's going to be comfortable with what I did. So to recap, cleaned up kind of a partial preventive maintenance effort on the amp board. One channel diminished output when the tone control knob was switched to on. So finished this board, recapped the tone control board, cleaned the tone control knob control switch, and now I've got sound out of both channels on auxiliary and the other. I'm going to test the other inputs. I'm going to assume that they're okay because they were okay before, but I will check them. And yeah, so I'm going to call this done for now. Now, naturally, if you see another part, that means that the owner wanted me to keep going. I'll probably do protection, the 2 power supply boards, filter caps. You know, then there's the there's another board here, like the switchboard. I don't know if there's anything on there I need to place. I have to look. So, but for right now, if this is the last you see of this 1050, then the owner's satisfied with progress made, and it'll be headed back to the shop. So if you like what you see, as I just said a couple minutes ago, if you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in either the next part to this or the next video.